Hello everyone, my name is WadKien, and today I will be presenting about my project, the seed planting robot. Okay, so first, let's start off with the facts. Trees are being burnt or destroyed in this world, as you know, and when trees are being destroyed, it releases air that become polluted, like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, like gas like that. Then when air is polluted, global warming happens, and that's a problem. Okay. So my idea is to use an RC planting robot, maybe kind of like a tank, to plant trees. And the RC planting robot will be able to plant trees more than humans because it is a robot and it's more efficient and it can plant trees kind of faster. Okay, so now moving on to the process. The first step is drawing the blueprint of the project or making like the design. As you can see here, there is 2 tracks, 2 wheels, 1 planter, and there are 2 boards. And of course, there's a battery. Okay. Now, the next thing is to make the tank tracks. I use a 3D printer to make the tank tracks. It is printed, as you can see here, there's a lot of pots, and I connected them to make a giant tank tracks. Now is making the circuit of the robot. As you can see here, there's a board or the brain of the robot connecting to some batteries, motors, maybe 2 motors, and another circuit. Now, it's the other process is connecting the circuit. Connecting the circuit to the motor and the tank tracks is very vital because it is the control of the tank or the seed planting robot. And now it's, as you can see here, the last step is making the seed planter. As you can see here, there's a spinner here. The spinner is connecting to the motor that is connecting to the board, connecting to the battery and to the microbits and to the tank tracks. Now that's the whole circuit. So now let's go on to learning issues. First is that microbit has to have a secondary board to help it control because the sheer power of the battery will overcome the board and it would explode. I've done that before and it's very bad, so don't do it. And the next learning issue is that when you use a 3D printer, like what I use, Prusa, they have lots of versions and lots of software. If you use them incorrectly, it can break. Like if you use different type of nozzles, it can destroy them by the printer putting out the filament or the plastic too much or too less. And the other one is making the dispense of the thing or the seed planting robot. Now, as you can see here, the seed planting robot has a spinner on the top to like gumball machines that they dispense stuff out of it. And I use seed balls to plant the trees. It's kind of like when you put some seeds, roll it up in dirt, and then there's a bucket on top that drops the seed into a spinner and it will drop down on the ground. Now here's the final product. As you can see here, I'll explain all the circuitry and the thing. Okay. So now you can see here, there's the microbits. It was coated. It was coated and made and it kind of like the motherboard. And there's a secondary board that controls the microbit codes transferred into the DC motor and receives all the battery power. And behind that you can barely see the remote. It's behind the dispenser. There is 1 microbit and a joystick and some batteries. It controls the microbits when 2 microbits. When you put the same signal wave, it connects it together. And last but not and no, not last, there's the tank tracks connecting to the secondary board, and look, there's all the tank tracks that I printed with some wheel for gears, or gear for wheels. And lastly, it's the dispenser. As you can see here, the dispenser like I explained in learning issue, there's a spinner, the motor connecting to the main board. Yeah, thank you for listening.